And we're live, Alex.
Good morning, Beat. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. I'm
Yeah,
again out in nature. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at what I'm here.
it's
Whoa,
beautiful.
voila, 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 voila.
Uh,
Beautiful place, huh?
I love this about Beat because sometimes I will call Beat and he will be in this beautiful location and I will not know how or where. But
Whenever
anyway,
I
Beat, exactly. So Beat, you wrote an amazing newsletter that's going to go out tonight. We're doing something a little bit different today. We're trying to send it out at a different time. So you guys, if you're watching this, you will all receive it
yeah,
tonight. But you have a really, really great story, and I thought you should share it, and you thought you should share it today with the audience. So why don't we? Why don't I
yeah,
just give you the floor?
exactly. The reason why it's going out tonight is actually because the program we are using, the software, recommended me a different timing than I'm like a morning person, Alex. You know this.
Yeah.
Every morning at 5, I'm awake, whether I like it or not, and so I think of things like in the morning is really good. But since I can be wrong, of course, and the software told me 6 p.m. would be the best date, an hour to send it out. So it's gonna go out tonight at 6 p.m. So for the people who watch it and haven't received it, you haven't missed it. It's gonna go out tonight, Central European time, 6 p.m. So anyway, the story from the newsletter is the true story from yesterday evening, and it's called "Whiskey and the Smell of Good Old Times." And actually, it was a very pleasant evening I had yesterday. Since a friend of mine called me yesterday throughout the day, and he said, "Wheat, I've got your money. Can I come and pay you back?" Was like, okay, that's after a very long time. I The story is that this friend of mine got into financial trouble a few years ago, and was been accumulating, and at a certain moment in time, he was really becoming quite desperate, and he called me, and since people know that I know a thing or two about entrepreneurship and financial education, and so from time to time I get a phone call, like, can you help me? And so was he, and he called me. He needed to loan just a few thousand euros, so I lent it to him, but on the sole condition that I could talk to him regularly, just to see how it goes, and to see how we could continue improving, because since I don't like just to even a few thousand, I don't like to throw them just away, because since I see money as the fruits of labor, and the storage of everything and the value I produced over the past period. So I value my value creation, and that's why I don't like to throw it away. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it to you, but the only thing I ask is that you keep me updated. And so he did, and we talked a lot, and I gave him tips and tricks, and I was there to talk with him, and often that's enough for someone. And now, after it took close to 2 years, and all of a sudden yesterday I got a call. I have your money back. I'm completely back on track. I made a good deal with this, and I paid everything back, because I always say I'm going to give you the money, but you only pay me back after all the rest. I only do it with friends. And and the reason is because they feel, you hold them, in a way, you hold them accountable, and it urges them to pay it back. So he paid everything back, and it was quite a hefty sum he owed to various you know banks, and people, and whatever. Um, and yesterday evening we sat down, and we had a bottle of whiskey, or at least half a bottle of whiskey, and we talked about old days, because he's an old friend of mine. I knew him, I think I know him for 20 years now. He's an old friend of mine from the village where I was born. Actually, we shot a video. Actually, it was pretty close to where he used to live, and we talked about the situation today, and how financial education is so important. And he has a younger kid, and he told me that it was actually like criminal that we don't teach our children financial education. And the main message of the newsletter is that it is true, it is criminal, but it is a given fact. And the nice thing about the internet, and everything, the information that is so readily available for free, is that you have now the power to educate yourself for free, without any spending any euro, any dollar, any yuan, whatever you like. You can educate yourself for free, and financial education is the sole best investment you can make in yourself, in your own life. And that was actually the message of the newsletter, because the guy who came to me, and luckily we went through a whole educational process over the last 2 years, and he managed to get out of it. But a lot of people are actually also in debt and don't get out of it. And it's always the same reason, is because they lack financial sound habits. Alex, you talk a lot about building those
Yeah.
financial habits, and you're a master in pointing out the numbers in it, and even better than me. Um, but I believe that it all starts with just knowing that we haven't been taught in school, and that we just need to fill in this gap by ourselves. And so that is the message for today. Please start educating yourself financially, because it is a very dangerous game, and actually it's getting more dangerous as we speak. Today the game of money is changing, and they're changing the rules pretty fast, and it's going to speed up tremendously. And people who have no financial education whatsoever are going to be left behind, and that is a sad story, because you can do it for free. You can make your own life different. Your whole life can change just because of this. And
Mhm.
yeah, that was my best wishes to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, this is such a powerful message, guys, and this is the reason why we're doing what we're doing at Beyond Entrepreneurs, to help educate people just like you, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you have a job. It's understanding the importance of having great financial education. Beat said it so well, so thank you so much for sharing that, Beat. Really hope that you guys pay attention again. Tune in. We give this for free. Our newsletters are free. We teach financial education in our newsletters. That's actually real, not some theoretical stuff, but real practical education. So get our newsletter at beyondentrepreneurs.com. And then, Beat, I will see you tomorrow for another nugget of wisdom.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, keep tuning in, and see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you, Alex.